All right, so what's up everybody? Welcome back to the Growth from Network. And today I wanted to show you, I got something for you right here. Kind of what we've been doing with the garlic so far. I was just gonna do this by myself. And while I was out here doing it, I was like, let me kind of show the people I'm so much a culprit of doing things and not really showing every process. And I think every YouTuber is like that. But if you can see, this is not perfect. I've seen videos where people had this thing braided perfectly. If you're a guy and you've ever did your daughter's hair, you should, this is gonna be the only thing you know how to do. If you came through the 80s and the 90s, braids, what they call them like dookie braids or whatever. That's basically what you get. Now I got the rest of this tray here of garlic to braid out. So I'm gonna kind of show you. I'm gonna back up a little bit. All right. So I'm just gonna grab 3 at a time. You want to kind of do it as if you was doing your daughter's hair. You can practice this on your daughter's hair. If your son's hair is longer, you can practice this before you actually come outside to do it. But basically it's just like grabbing hair. I really like to try to get some that are at least the same length. So this one, see how small these are? I saved these for the last. But you're looking for some that are the same length as far as I call it the hair or the garlic hair. So you want to look for something the same length. So this is kind of even. So I'm going to get 3 of those. All right. These going to be bunched together. Okay. Same length. I'm going to get 3 more, hopefully around the same length. Some of these are really long that I want to use. And I guess this is what they call soft neck or hard neck, because now that they've dried out, like you can see how these are so hard. Like see how straight and hard these are? And look at these. So maybe this is what they mean by soft neck, and these the ones they mean by hard neck, I'm guessing. So I got a couple of these hard neck ones that I'm gonna put off to the side. I'm just gonna use these for now. So that's why you see me taking some and putting them on the side that may be around the same length. So I'm looking for all soft neck. So here's 3 more around the same length. I'm gonna keep these together. So now I got 6. I'm gonna get 3 more. And the pickings are getting shabby after doing that first one. All right, so 3 more. Got 3 more. Now I'm gonna show you now how I start off doing it. So basically, you're gonna take them all side by side. So I got 3 in the middle, 3 on the end, 3 on that side. And basically, it's gonna take a couple of turns, but you just wanna zigzag these in and out, in and out, in and out. So if you want me to say it, it's kind of hard because it's gonna be backwards here, but I'm taking my right hand right now. I'm gonna take the ones that's on my right side, and I'm gonna bring it over the top. You can wait to kind of do this if you want. The ones that was on my left hand, I'm putting those in the middle, okay? The one that was in the middle, you can see I brought it over to my right hand. And I'm gonna do the same thing again, okay? The right hand, I'm gonna go to the middle, and I'm gonna bring the middle over to my right hand. Now I'm gonna go left hand to the middle to my left hand. And you can kind of see it's gonna start to braiding right there. Same thing again, I'm gonna go right hand to the middle. What's in the middle, I'm gonna switch to my right hand. So whatever hand you go in the middle with, that's the hand you take out the middle with. So my left hand, I'm going into the middle, and I'm gonna take out the middle with my left hand. Okay, then I'm gonna go to the right side. Right hand, I'm going in the middle. Then I'm gonna take this out of the middle. I'm gonna take this part here out of the middle with my right hand. So right hand in the middle. Then I'm gonna take it out of the middle with my right hand. Okay, so now that I got it started, because you gotta do that a few times in order to get this started, because it's not gonna hold if you don't do it a few times. Now once you got it a few times, Now we're gonna start adding. And the easiest way to add, so you're gonna have a left hand, you're gonna have a right hand, and you're gonna have your middle portion. Everything gets added to the middle portion. Sometimes what I like to do is whichever one looks like real straggly, because they're drying out. So whichever one looks real straggly, that's the one I'll put to the middle first to kind of, I got this fly bag behind me and I'm drawing all the flies this way. That's the one that is gonna be to the middle. So I'm gonna show you that. So we still got our three, right? Right, left hand, right hand, middle. Now I'm gonna add, I'm gonna go looking for three. Doesn't matter at this point how straggly looking they are, because they're all gonna get added to the braids of garlic hair. Okay, so I'm gonna grab three more. You can grab four because I'm gonna show you that, because some of them be real straggly and you just want to kind of try to get them in there. So I'm gonna grab this. Let me stand up. Okay, so I'm just putting this right on the top, but I'm putting it with the middle strands. So now you can see that I added those straight to the middle. So I still got my left hand, right hand, and I got my middle. That's where I add the new ones to. Do a few braids. Okay, I'm gonna go in with the left hand. I'm gonna pull that out with the left hand. Now that middle is over here. I'm gonna go in with my right hand. I'm gonna pull this out with my right hand. Okay, so I'm gonna do that a few times. Left hand in, left hand out. At that point, that's in there, that's secured. Okay, now I can get me some more. Hope y'all can see that. Now I'm gonna get me some more. Let me get me a couple more. There's three more. You see these three? I'm gonna do the same thing again. I'm gonna slide them right on the top. Okay, and I'm gonna slide those hairs of the straw right on the middle one, and I'm gonna do the same thing. Now I'm gonna go in with the right hand, pull out, and you can kind of separate these. Once you get them braided, it's not gonna really matter. Okay, sometimes I like to steal some of that grass from the other ones that's a little bit thicker, and you basically just doing this over and over. So you put that one in the middle, and you can see how the braid is kind of forming right here. And that's basically, you almost, so you can see how it's looking now. This is just, once you get garlic, you gotta dry it out. Once you dry it out, now you gotta store it. And you don't just wanna, if you don't just wanna throw all your garlic, so look at this time. I'm grabbing, what, that's 4 or 5 of them. Same thing, because these are smaller, they're getting real straggly. Okay, put them together. I'm gonna put them right on that middle strand. So still got my right hand, left hand, middle strand. Go ahead on over the back with it. This is how it looks at the back. But I'm still same thing. I'm gonna come in with my right, pull out. Okay. This is not gonna be perfect like a braider would do it. But if you are a braider, you're gonna make this perfect. I'm not a braider. So I see this one is getting real thin. You see how the rest of these are real thick? That means I got a lot of the garlic little greens here. This one is still thick. This one is real thin. So I want to stop in the middle on the thin one. So I'm going to put some in there. So I'm going to grab, these are really getting straggly now. So I'm going to grab 4 or 5 more. So grabbing 4 or 5 more. You can see that? Same thing. Go ahead on and drop it right down the middle. Look like one of those was the hard neck ones. Huh. I got one after all. Still got your 3. 1, 2, and the one down the middle. Right hand over, right hand pulls out. Straighten it out. Left hand goes in the middle. The one that's in the middle goes to your left hand. Right hand goes in the middle. The one that was in the middle goes to your right hand. Okay, I can stop there. So you can see how long it's getting. Now, what I like to do at this point, you can keep going on and on and on, but we need a way. This is something new that I'm doing, because back in the day they didn't really have access to zip ties. Now we do. So I'm going to show you how to like kind of put zip ties into it. So you want to have something that's nice and sturdy to hang this on. Braid it. The braids make it strong, but now how are we going to hang it up? The older people used to just use a nail, knock a nail into some wood, and hang up one of these braids into the nail. We're going to do it a little bit differently. I'm going to take me 2 zip ties. You want to find zip ties. The cheapest is Harbor Freight for like $1.99 for like 100 of them. Now you take your 2 zip ties. This you're going to have to, don't braid it all the way to the end, because I want to put the zip tie in here and then I'm going to finish braiding it to the end. So I'm going to take my 2 zip ties and just zip them right till you hit the first couple of little clicks. That's far enough. That's going to be plenty enough. I only add the second zip tie for like extra strength. So same thing, far enough. Take those 2 and you basically slip it in. If you want to put it on that middle one, you can. So basically take your middle one, put this zip tie over it. Something's on my legs. Stop. All right, so now you got the zip tie in there. See, I just throw the zip tie over the middle one. Now forget about the zip tie. Just keep doing what you was doing before, okay? Zip tie doesn't even exist anymore. Now all I want to do is just braid. All I want to do is just keep braiding. Okay? When it starts to get thin, you see how this little one's getting thin? You can take some from another strand to help you out, okay? So take some from another strand. These things are on my legs. Look like ants. Y'all excuse me. Okay, so just keep going. Keep braiding. Keep braiding. Keep braiding. Okay, so just like a girl's hair or your hair, if you don't tie the ends up, maybe they'll come loose. Maybe they'll come loose. So what we'll do is we'll take one more zip tie. This is getting good all the way down to the end. Can y'all see how good that braid is looking? Super braider. Got this from having 6 sisters. Oh, so even though the ends broke, right? Let me show you this. Superly done. Superly done and braided. Now some people, I've seen them like the prettier ones, they like keep them like 2 by 2 by 2. I'm just like, I don't need it to look pretty, I just want to have them done. Okay, so for the ends, just to keep these ends together, what I like to do is grab a zip tie, tie it around, come down a little bit. Okay, so you'll come down a little bit. This is not to hang on. Okay, the one that's in here is for to hang on. This one here is just to keep this end closed up. In case it falls, things happen, we know that it'll be closed up nice and tight. Okay, so basically all you want to do is, I like to take that and come up in there, just like push it up in. That way I got like a double loop, and right there I'm tying that in tight. Okay, so it's gonna look something like that. If you care about cutting all this up and looking pretty, you can. If not, but this is where you want to have it. See how that's inside there? Okay, if you want to make it where that's an extra tie onto, you can, but this should be enough right here for you to have. So I've done 2 so far. Wow. So that looks good, and my timer is going off from my battery charger, and I hope y'all enjoyed that, because that noise is going to get on my nerves. So thank y'all for watching the Grow Family Network, and as always, grow, grow, grow. Peace.